Hello everyone, welcome to Akashic Exploration. I'm Hilary, and in my previous video I explained what an Akashic Exploration is, so if you would like to know a little more, have a look for that video. Today I'm going to be reading my newsletter, the newsletter that I've emailed to previous clients and to people that have expressed an interest in Akashic Exploration. They might not necessarily be clients, but I thought I would reconnect with them by sending a newsletter and also giving them the option of hearing the newsletter verbally. So that's today. Now let me get started. Of course, greetings to all my previous clients, past, present, and future. It's wonderful to reconnect with everybody. This is my first monthly newsletter in which I share what's been coming through over the last while and aim to reconnect with everyone, to maintain support and love. I would like to remind my May and June clients that opted for the full package that there's a free follow-up included in their package. So if you have a follow-up, 1 or 2 questions, please reconnect with me, send those questions through, and I'll do another Akashic exploration for you with those questions for further clarity. So you're welcome to connect with me and let me know. Let's have a look. So moving on to what has been coming up and what I've been guided to share is contemplations about authenticity. Authenticity ranks, if that's the right word, much higher than love and joy. It stands out. People recognize it, they respond to it. You might have noticed when you observe someone who's authentic that you're drawn to them and have respect for them, perhaps not even knowing why. And of course, the opposite can also be true. So then the question arises, well, how do I express my authenticity? Each of us can ask ourselves that question. Am I being authentic? And in order to answer that question, we need to ask, well, who am I really? And how do I recognize my true self? How do I know that I'm behaving in alignment with my true self? My belief, my approach is that the answer to that lies in continuing our practice of self-observation and the resultant ongoing adjustment and readjustment of our reactions and our behavior. Through observation of the self and determining with discernment, of course, whether that behavior aligns with our core self or our true self. We would feel into that. It might go against what we believe. It might go against what society expects of us. Even more reason to have a close look into our behavior and its motivators. And subsequently, further questions arise. What about the so-called negative behavior? Is that merely a label? Surely authenticity would include the entire range of emotion and behavior. I believe our soul chooses the incarnation, this particular incarnation, including behaviors and beliefs, as an experience, which means all behavior and beliefs need to be viewed through love and accepted as part of the whole. We need the dark in order to know the light. We need the opposites in order to recognize and feel in to how we want to behave, to help us choose our behavior and our approach. Our choosing allows us to determine whether this behavior is aligned with the core self, the higher self and the soul. And if it is, so be it, with no judgment. Each of us is here as an individual with their own life to live, their own perspective or viewpoint. And individualism, the individual, is revered and celebrated by spirit. We have all been created as different, unique individuals for a reason. We need the different perspectives on the planet. And we are all creating our future reality. with those different perspectives, each creating each providing a particular viewpoint from our perspective, with our history, with our programming, belief systems. Each of us provides that individual viewpoint in creating that future reality. How wonderful that we each have a unique perspective, the only one contributing that to the whole. Therefore, even more reason not to be caught up in others' drama and swept up in other people's reasonings, to instead take a breath, step back, query whether it aligns with the self, whether it aligns with me and my approach. Each of us asks that question, of course, whether it aligns with you and your approach. And if so, continue. If it does not align, to have the resilience to go against the grain and be an individual, to be a beautiful, quirky self with your own perspectives, your own habits, your own path. The new earth that we are working towards, that we are building at the moment, will be created, is being created through each of us standing in our power, each of us knowing ourselves, each of us giving our unique flavor to the whole, creating a beautiful, faceted, colorful future through love, respect, kindness, grace, and gratitude. The future that we all long for and deserve. We know it's on the way, yet it is unknown. We are creating a brand new future. There is no blueprint, no prescription. Therefore, I encourage each of you to ponder, contemplate, spend time in stillness, querying who you are, who you want to be, how you want to present yourself, and then change the areas within your life to align with that. Perhaps release patterns and habits, perhaps adopting patterns and habits through the refinement of our own environment to align with ourselves and how we want to be in the world, will create our new future and step into it as beings led by self-sovereignty and certainty. I send you all love, and I look forward to reconnecting with you again.